honor our heroes, for we are blessed to have so many of them. We must honor them not only because they have sacrificed for their freedom and selflessly for ours, but also because they are the reason that the America we grew up in remains the freest, the proudest, and the most honorable nation on earth. Regardless of our views on a particular war or battle, regardless of our political ideology, regardless of the reasons a war begins or ends, we must remember that the troops were fighting for you and for me. They do not get to pick their battles, and they do not have the luxury of calling in sick when their job needs them. The great tradition of American military service works for a greater cause. American author Joseph Campbell once said that a hero is someone who has given up his or her life to something bigger than oneself. Americans have been giving their lives for something bigger for over 200 years. They have served on several continents, through jungles, cities, fields, on land, on sea. They have carried the banner of freedom in Western Europe, on the sands of Iwo Jima, and even served in Africa. It's not asking too much for each of us to take a few minutes to remember those who sacrificed all to preserve our way of life. This is the least we can do. The greatest nation that is passing on, the greatest generation that is passing on, and the generations that follow their unselfish legacy. As we reflect on the sacrifices of our service members, past and present, I ask that you please join me in observing a moment of silence. Thank you. It is true that one moment or one day is not enough to repay our soldiers for their service to this country, but certainly the least we can do is thank them. I urge each of you to thank veterans and service members you see wherever and whenever you see them year-round. Too often it is only veterans and their family members that thank our current soldiers for their sacrifices. Outside of showing gratitude directly to our service members, I ask that each of you take an active part in observing what our military fight for. There's a picture that was shown online and circulated through veterans groups. It showed a parade, and Marines are marching down the street presenting the American flag and the Marine flag. Only one spectator is standing as the colors pass by. This spectator is an elderly man who must use a wheelchair. The text of the picture says, "The only person standing is the man in the wheelchair." I know that many veterans have been that man in the wheelchair, and their respect for the flag they fought under surpasses medical limitations. Therefore, I ask that each time you see our flag pass by, each time you hear our national anthem, each time you pledge allegiance to our flag, you show respect for those actions and all they symbolize. Honoring the legacy of our military also means not carrying on conversations during patriotic songs or moments meant for reflection. Each of us has reason to show respect during these times. Out of respect for our country and the men and women who have fallen while they served it, please respect the symbols of their valor. And so, however you spend Memorial Day, with family or at a military event, I ask that you keep the true reasons for this national holiday in mind. May we always reflect on and remember the service of our military. Thank you, and God bless our service members, past, present, and future.